Hello and welcome everyone to the very first premium commentary actually. So this isn't G, this isn't standard, we're actually commentating premium. So this is from the, I believe, KNDW VGCS, or I'll just abbreviate it as KNCW, I guess, or KW? Yeah, it's a little bit hard, but you'll see it in the title and the thumbnail. But we do start into this match a little bit late because the recording starts a bit late, but we do have a matchup between JP Wengxi and Eugene Ho. Both of these players are well known in Malaysia, and actually Wengxi, I think he has top 8'd the Senpai Notice Me VGCS in the past, and Eugene Ho has actually top 8'd the the Senpai Notice Me VGCS many times actually. So these are both big names, and this is the finals of the VGCS. It is a team tournament, but we can see the players have been going through several turns already, but we're still in early phases. So it's interesting to see the premium format actually, as we'll see some interactions. So we can see that Eugene seems to be great stuck actually, but we do have the Barkle that is actually going to be able to pressure the opponent because of the Wingle Brave in the back, which will let Eugene potentially get his grade 2 that he seems to be missing at least. But oh no, it does seem like he did have the grade 2 at hand, but it was one of the Alfred supporting cards, so it's the one that allows you to ride the Alfred from the deck during the main phase, which is a pretty big deal. You can see he calls down the grade 1 attacker just for the one that from the trial deck. He also drive checks it as well. He does get the Wingle Brave skill off, which is definitely nice, gets himself a Blaster Blade into the hand, which is definitely quite optimal, and then he's able to still pressure his opponent for a few more attacks. So he's still sitting on the Battle Sister Tart that we can see, so kind of interesting to see. Just a lot of different units, like we see the Farfai Magus over there as well, so it's interesting to see how Premium has shaped up here and there. As we all know, OTT, Oracle Think Tank, is very dominating in Premium because of the combination of skills between Ichikishima and Silent Tom, or the new Silent Tom rather. He does go into the new CEO Amaterasu and calls down the Promised Daughter, being able to plus a little bit. He almost reveals the Protect marker, and there's another Farfai Magus, which will bump up the CEO Amaterasu as well by 5k, which is definitely very nice. So there's a lot of pressure because this is already an 8k swing going to all of the grade 1s that are either 7k or 8k, so definitely some nice pressure. He gets the heal as well, but he can't use it because he is on 2 damage, but he also gets the draw Perfect Guard, which is a pretty big deal. You can see the Blaster Blade Exceed going into the damage zone and putting Eugene at 4 already, putting him up to 5, which is going to be a pretty big deal because next turn Wengxi will be able to stride no matter what, because he has been on grade 3 for over 1 turn, and that's with the new stride rules. That this is the first time we're actually seeing them in a match actually on the channel. So he does finally ride into the grade 2, goes into the Blaster Blade, calls down the Blaster Liu, so that's going to be a lot of pressure actually, and he does have 4 Cannon Blasts, so he can go through several attacks at least. So I think that is quite nice for just pressure points as a whole, but it is interesting to see how we've got some interactions already. But it's a bit of a shame that we started the match late, but what can you do? And then we do have, you can see, the new trigger powers in the premium format as well, with the guard and everything. So overall very nice, and you can see that Wengxi isn't really having much trouble defending against these attacks. He puts himself to 3 damage a little bit late, but nevertheless. And so now he's going to be able to actually stride. Oh no, he's actually just going to ride the Imperial Daughter, which is also a good move because it's going to get him more cards in the hand, a potential card in the soul or at the top of the deck, and also, that extra critical pressure too. So we can see that it's quite interesting that he actually gave up the stride, which potentially would have been quite pressuring, but he hasn't G-guarded yet, which, he can't because his opponent is only at grade 2. So I guess that's what he's aiming for, to be able to use the Ichikishima a bit earlier. So he's going to attack with the Imperial Daughter with the actual critical pressure, and he's got, his rear guards do have, I'm not sure if he used the Soul Blast skill actually to pump up one of his rear guards or not, but regardless, the Promised Daughter also has some pressure. He drops the heal, putting himself up to 29. That's 1 to pass actually, and he doesn't get anything. He just has the grade 3 and the Tart, so that was very risky, but he was barely able to guard that. So I'm also wondering why Eugene didn't use his, oh wow, it looks like he top decked the Alfred early, but it's interesting why he didn't use the Liu skill last turn, because he could have potentially called out a Blaster Blade, but he does get the Alfred early. He's able to ride it and stride it in the same turn because of the timings of the skills. So Alfred early skill is when he rides it, meaning that he can still use the on-ride skill to call out the Blaster Blade and draw himself an extra card, and then still be able to stride, as you can see, into the Gan slot. He gets the crit, and that's all from 4 drive checks. That really hurts, but he did have an extra base crit on the Gan slot itself, so this will slowly help him to, you know, come back into momentum. But we can see that Wangxi's going to be dropping the G guard, which is a really big deal because this means that he can go into the Ichikishima next turn. So that is pretty big, honestly, and we can see that he put the top card of the deck on the bottom of the deck with the G-Guard skills, so I think this is a pretty big turn. He puts himself up to 5, you know, he doesn't really mind because his hand is quite healthy, he wouldn't be dying that turn anyway, so he can easily just take it. He does go for the next Imperial Daughter, so he rides her to get the Protect marker and use the skill, and he's still gonna stride, so that's quite interesting because he did get the, well, he did use the Imperial Daughter's skill. Or, no, he just rode it for the, just for the Protect marker. That's quite interesting. So now he used Ichikishima's skill to get the guard pressure on, and we'll see if he has the Silent Tom for the additional pressure just to make sure that this isn't guardable. But no, he doesn't call the Silent Tom, but the Ichikishima is going to be enough for a lot of pressure, and that's actually going to be game. So a bit of a one-sided match with Wangxi, but Eugene did put a big effort into, you know, coming back and try to make up for the losses with the Alfred early and with the Stride combination as well. So this was a quick little peek into Premium. Thank you very much to the tournament organizer Izzat for sending me the footage from the tournament. You know, I'm sorry that it took so long because this actually took place right after the VB201 release. So hope you guys enjoyed it, a little peek into Premium, and that's going to be it for me today. So don't forget to click the bell button as well as check out the social medias in the description and join the Discord channel if you haven't already. But on that note, that's all for me today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.